I'd like to start by saying that this ETMOOC experience has been really wonderful. From the very beginning, from the organization of the course, the topics we covered, the opportunities to investigate many different kinds of online resources, I've just had a great time. What I want to offer today are, first of all, those kinds of thanks and connect it to some things that I've been thinking about in my own work as a sociology professor. I'd like to start today with a quotation I often use with my social theory students from Kenneth Burke of his famous unending conversation metaphor. Many of you may know this. It just always makes me think, and makes me think about the experience we've had together. So here's what Burke says. Imagine that you enter a parlor. You come late. When you arrive, others have long preceded you, and they are engaged in a heated discussion. A discussion too heated for them to pause and tell you exactly what it's about. In fact, the discussion had already begun, long before any of them got there, so that no one present is qualified to retrace for you all the steps that had gone before. You listen for a while until you decide that you've caught the tenor of the argument, then you put in your oar. Someone answers, you answer her. Another comes to your defense. Another aligns himself against you, to either the embarrassment or gratification of your opponent, depending upon the quality of your ally's assistance. However, the discussion is interminable. The hour grows late. You must depart, and you do depart, with the discussion still vigorously in progress. So, we leave ETMOOC as a formally scheduled conversation, and the connections made will continue or not as we put in the energy to keep the conversation going. So, why did I title this Techship Down, Utopian Promises, Silences, and Communities of Resistance? ETMOOC has introduced me to many questions that I had not considered before, or at least not so deeply. The issues raised by presenters such as Audrey Waters, Dave Cormier, and Bonnie Stewart, and the tragic death of digital activist Aaron Swartz took me back to a book about refugee bunnies titled Watership Down. I had the strongest emotional reaction to the section of the book where the wandering rabbits meet the aristocratic-seeming cowslip, well fed by the farmer's hand, but who will not speak about the comrades who disappear from time to time. Often, when I reflect on the systems that keep me well fed, as long as I don't look too deeply at the sources of the keeping, I am taken aback to this rabbit allegory. Not so much to the book itself. The lack of female protagonists grates, and I don't enjoy watching animals killing and being killed, even fictional ones. Still, the text offers a strong message about the epic search for security and freedom, which are not often possible together, and provides some graphic scenes of fascist repression as well as rabbit courage. I'd like to share a brief clip of the scene I mentioned earlier. As the scene opens, the rabbits are stuck outside, shivering and complaining in the rain.
Who are you? What do you want?
My name is Cowslip, and I don't want anything.
Yeah, what about the others?
We have plenty of empty burrows, if that's what you mean. And now, if you'll excuse me, I hate the rain.
We ought to have nothing to do with that Cowslip or his warrant.
Well, it might be drier in there.
Whatever will he think of us if we don't go in?
I'll tell you. He'll think we're afraid.
Afraid? Who's afraid?
He seemed friendly enough. So what has he got to gain by asking us to join him?
We can't sit out here like fools. Well, come along then.
Come on, sailor.
There's that smell again.
It's almost like man. Oh, it's you, is it? How nice. Well, so glad you come.
This is rather a big warren.
Yes. Please, help yourself to Feyre. There are fresh roots here daily. The man throws it out.
Man? What man?
burrows are lying empty, you know, so you're all welcome to any that you choose.
Where are all the others?
Please, eat all you like. We'll leave you to yourselves.
Where are they all?
Where? Try asking Cowslip where anything.
They seem sad. Like trees in November.
Yeah, well, I still think we've made a big change for the better.
You think the man puts the food out there because of a kind heart?
Well, it's not poison.
There's something unnatural and evil and twisted about this place. It feels like mist, like being deceived and losing our way.
The silence.
I've had enough.
Where are you going?
Away to the hills.
By yourself alone? You'll die.
You're closer to death than I.
You're determined to ruin it for us, aren't you?
No!
It's me, all the time.
But
I'm in a mess.
Bigwig,
Everything's bad.
no!
I have a funny feeling in my toe.
No,
Cracker! I'm finished with you. And what's more, I'm going to make sure everyone else is. Bigwig, listen, you're in a snare. A snare. And what did they tell you in Ulster? Think.
No good binding wire.
Run, Tyler. Run to the warren and get the others. Blackberry Silver. And Cowslip. Be quick, you'll die. Still breathing. What can we do?
We've got to loosen the wire somehow.
Yes, but how?
Is Cowslip coming? Maybe he knows.
He wouldn't come. He told me to stop talking about it.
He told you what?
This is it. The wire's on a peg. We've got to dig it out.
The peg's narrower down there. It tapers. I can't get my teeth into it.
Get you go in.
The splinter's pretty good. It's hard to breathe. But the peg's nearly through.
Tyler, you go in.
I can't feel me breathing.
It's my way too. It's free.
Bigwig, the peg's out. You're free.
I think he's gone.
We've got you out, Bigwig. You're free. Bigwig, please don't die.
It's no use.
We got you out.
What shall we do without him?
My heart has joined the 1,000. All my friends stopped running today.
You pay for it. The food, the warren, but no one must ever ask where anyone was, or speak of the wires. The whole place is snared, everywhere, every day.
They left Bigwig to die.
Silver's right.
Let's drive them out, take their warren and live there ourselves.
Yes! Back to the warren!
Yes, back to the warren.
Oh, Emily and Frith, you fools! That warren's nothing but a death hole. Yes, let's help ourselves to a heap of bones.
Oh, kill them.
Bigwig!
You're alive!
Are you all right?
We thought you were dead. Bigwig.
Let him alone. Let him rest.
Don't have to rest.
What do we do now, Fiver?
Go away from here. Look. That's the place for us.
An incredible amount of carrots variety to tempt rabbits. And there's even more variety to tempt the likes of me. What price freedom? What can bunnies or people do? Here's my vision of Techship Down Commons.